Anna Calder-Marshall, Timothy Dalton, and Harry Andrews star in Emily Bronte's Gothic tale of a young girl's love.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. The broadcasters in our area, in voluntary cooperation with the FCC and other authorities, have developed this system to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, you would have been instructed where to tune in your area for news and official information. The station serves the Philadelphia Extended Operational Area. This concludes this test of the emergency broadcast system.
A hospitalized Archie is outraged by what he considers to be questionable medical care on All in the Family tonight at 7:30 on Channel 48.
All right. Are you going to be quiet now for a while? Yeah, I know. Look, the first thing that you're going to buy your mommy when you get to be a millionaire is a pair of mink earmuffs, okay? Okay, here. Sit down. There you go. Here's something to eat. Hi. Hi, dear.
Hello, Raven.
It's nice of you to come over.
Raven, I'm truly sorry about what happened to your mother, but I'm not here on a sympathy call.
I mean, what are you here for?
I want an explanation for what you did this morning.
What did I do?
You had your mother's body cremated. So soon after she passed away, you must have set a record.
I had a very unpleasant task to perform, and I wanted to do it as soon as possible.
Why didn't you tell anybody what you were going to do?
I made the decision after consulting the only person that matters, my mother's husband, Ansel. Mother had said several times in the past that that's what she wanted done with her body, so I confirmed it with him, and then I did it.
Then this wasn't just a momentary decision on your part?
Logan was sitting there the whole time listening to the conversation. As a matter of fact, he's the one that put the call through, and if you don't believe it, you just go ask him.
All right, look, I'm sorry if I upset you. Especially since nothing can be done about it.
My mother has been dead less than a day. And the man that I care about more than anybody in the world comes over here and gives me a lot of trouble. Now, what did I do that was so terrible?
You stymied an investigation that I had just initiated.
Well, that's too damn bad.
You should have told me what you were going to do.
I didn't know. I needed your permission.
Disposing of your mother's body in that manner has placed you and me in a very awkward position.
I don't see how.
Your mother's death is still a question. You have now made finding an answer to that impossible.
I am trying to get through a very painful situation. I think a little compassion would be in order.
I am concerned about you, damn it. Don't you see what you did may well focus even more attention on your mother's death?
There was a tragic car accident. That's all there was to it.
I didn't say any different.
Well, who did? Don't tell me. I think I know. Deborah Saxon, girl detective.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Mild Ivory Liquid. It helps hands stay young-looking. And by Comet, the cleanser that disinfects as it cleans.
Could you make a food stain that's too tough for any cleanser?
I bet I could make a mess that you couldn't clean up.
Comet challenges Linda Gaylord's cleanser to clean the worst stain she can think up. First, she rubbed in beets, then dark tea.
You are not going to get it out.
She added grease and pot marks.
Let's compare your cleanser to Comet.
I can't believe it. The Comet side is cleaner than my cleanser. It's amazing. I've been in a rut. You can see it with your own eyes. It works. Comet works.
Convince yourself Comet with chlorinol cleans tougher stains better.
Beautiful.
Here's a little housewarming gift.
Oh, I'll get the glasses.
Use these. Puritan oil.
Puritan's part of our diet to fight cholesterol.
And it makes food taste great.
I always use corn oil. Puritan has more polyunsaturates than corn oil. It also looks lighter. It tastes lighter.
You have excellent taste in gifts.
Puritan, a delicious part of your diet to fight cholesterol.
Why don't you just tell that red-headed detective of yours to let me and my mother rest in peace?
You will have to admit this accident had some unusual aspects.
What, for instance?
A car crashes into a steel pillar. on an empty street on a crystal clear night for no apparent reason.
There was a very apparent reason. My mother obviously had a terrible seizure.
I talked to your mother's physician. She wasn't all that sick.
Well, I'm sorry, but that must have been what happened.
Did you see an autopsy would have ascertained
You're
that
not
for
going
us?
to get your autopsy, Derek, so will you please stop picking on me?
The issue is closed, isn't it?
Well, I would like the issue to remain closed permanently.
I've got no choice but to put a lid on it, huh?
I wish you'd put a lid on Deborah Saxon's mouth.
Don't worry about her so much.
She hates me. I swear she spends her nights trying to think of things to upset me.
She conducted this investigation the way she thought best, and that's all.
Derek, please. I just want some time to mourn my mother. Is that too much to ask?
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course not.
Mr. Chief of Police, if Deborah Saxon continues to hound me, I'm going to have to sue her and the whole police department. Excuse me. Yes, hello? Mr. Peabody. Oh, yeah, sure, put it through. It's a long-distance call, family business.
All right, I better get back to headquarters. Again, I'm sorry about what happened to your mother. If you need anything, you call me.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Peabody. I've been trying to reach you for hours.
I'm returning your call as soon as possible. Mrs. Swift, would you mind telling me what's so urgent?
Yes, I have some very tragic news. My mother, Nadine Scott, died last night.
Mrs. Scott is dead? How dreadful.
As her lawyer, I thought you should be informed.
I knew she wasn't feeling well and went to the States in the hope of effecting a cure.
Well, Mother was killed in an automobile accident, ironically enough.
Oh, my sympathies to you, Mrs. Swift. Your mother was a lovely woman.
Thank you. I'm heartbroken, needless to say.
Has Mrs. Scott's husband been notified? I'd be happy to take care of that if you'd rather not deal with it.
No. Ansel has been informed. As a matter of fact, the urn containing her ashes should be sent later today.
Then I suppose I'd better begin the execution of her will.
Well, I guess that would be the thing to do.
Mrs. Swift, you do realize that your mother had some changes made in her will several months ago, that you're no longer mentioned in it?
Yes, I know.
In case you have any intention of initiating litigation to contest the document, Mrs. Swift, I feel it incumbent upon me to tell you that the way the changes were made would make it virtually impossible for you to defeat her wishes.
I have no intention of trying to defeat her wishes.
You're making my job very easy for Mrs. Swift. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. I would like to ask one favor, though. Well, insist upon it, actually.
I'm more than willing to accommodate any reasonable request.
I know that many of Mother's bequests were made to charities and certain institutions, and my mother was not particularly publicity conscious, so I would like the contents of the will to be confidential.
Have no fear, Mrs. Swift. We'll be very discreet. No one will know the contents who is not personally involved.
Wonderful, wonderful. You've made me feel much better. If there's anything I can do, please contact me.
Thank you, Mrs. Swift. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, Jamie, everything is going as smooth as silk. And pretty soon, you are going to be Jameson Swift, millionaire. And since a little boy like you doesn't know how to deal with the world of high finance, well, Mommy will just have to help you. Show you how to spend your money.
All right, Mrs. Jenks, 2 o'clock. Plenty of time. Come in.
Hi, Miles.
Jody, it's a surprise. All right. You all right?
Oh, I'm fine. This is a social call. I feel terrific.
Oh, the timing is perfect. Another 2 minutes, I would have been gone.
You're off on a house call.
No. I don't allow my patients to get sick at midnight. That's my lunch break. Sit down.
Oh, then my timing was perfect.
What'd you have in mind?
Well, it seems to me I owe you a lunch, and I'm here to pay up.
Oh, I appreciate the gesture. It's gonna have to be some other time.
You have plans?
No, I just had my lunch. I had my sandwich right here at my desk.
Oh. Hey, how about I buy you dessert while you watch me devour a
listen,
cheeseburger?
I've sworn off desserts for the next month.
Well, then what were you going to do?
I was just going to take a walk through Monticello Park. You want to join me?
I have a better idea. How would you feel about walking west instead of south?
West? What's in that direction?
Gavin Wiley's dance studio. We could walk over there, and then you could watch me do some real exercises.
Well, I was really planning to get some fresh air.
Oh, you'd still get your walk, and you've never gotten a chance to see me dance. Come on. I'm working on this new routine, and I want to get your opinion.
My opinion, it'd be very biased in your favor. You know that.
Oh, that's okay. I need all the encouragement I can get. What do you say?
Well, all right. You talked me into it.
Good.
Sounds like fun.
so many margarines.
But chiffon tastes good enough to fool Mother Nature. Tastes so sweet and creamy, so much like butter. All you'll ever want is more chiffon. You'll see.
Tastes like butter. So many margarines. But chiffon's good enough to fool Mother Nature. If it tastes like butter, but it's not, it's chiffon.
Make some Kraft macaroni and cheese, please.
Please make some Kraft macaroni and cheese.
It's nice and cheesy and it's really pretty easy. Please make some Kraft macaroni and cheese.
When you make Kraft macaroni and cheese dinner, the cheese sauce is so rich and creamy, you know they're gonna like it.
So please make some Kraft macaroni and cheese. Thank you.
Hi, Gavin. Kelly. Hi. Hey, what happened? The cleaning lady decide not to show up?
You're looking at the cleaning lady, and the handyman, and the window washer.
Gee, I didn't realize it took so many talents to be a dance instructor.
What can I do for you?
I tried to call Jody over at the Kavanaugh's, but she wasn't there. So, I figured I'd pay a visit to her second home.
Well, she does have a lesson scheduled in an hour. She should be here to warm up soon.
Good. You don't mind if I hang out, do you?
I suppose not. You didn't happen to bring any jazz shoes with you, did you?
Wait a minute, Gavin. I can't dance and don't ask me to.
I wouldn't try to convert you into a dancer.
Because it would be mission impossible.
I just don't want somebody walking in cowboy boots on my dance floor, especially after I just cleaned it. I don't want my dancers sticking to the scuff marks.
Okay. I'll stay on my toes, I promise.
How are you and your puppets doing at the Unicorn?
No, we can't complain.
From what I've heard, you're becoming a pretty big hit.
Yeah, I guess we have.
For someone who worked really hard for this big break, you don't sound all that enthusiastic.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, working in front of a live audience like that every night is great. My boss is the thing that keeps it from being perfect.
You and Mr. Dorn don't see eye to eye?
Not recently. That guy runs hot and cold. You know, one minute he's your best friend, and the next minute he turns on you like you haven't done a single thing right since the first day you started working for him.
My ex-lady friend, Heather, said he was a pain to work for. She also said he was an incurable skirt chaser.
And he's chasing the waitresses around the Unicorn. Not to mention any pretty young thing that happens to come through the door unescorted.
Sounds like a first-class creep.
Yeah, the only woman that I've seen that's able to tone down his Playboy image is Raven Swift.
Do me a favor.
What?
Keep an eye on Jody.
I do that without you asking.
I mean, when Elliot Dorn is around. I don't want him bothering her, and I want to hear about it if he does.
What do you want me to do? Come running down the street calling for you?
I just don't like the idea of her having to deal with harassment on the job.
And you think I do? Gavin, if Elliot Dorn bothers her, I'll take care of him.
You really think you can? Polite conversation isn't going to do a thing. He's one big, tough dude.
Gavin, haven't you heard? The bigger they come, the harder they fall.
Oh, is there a bulldog underneath that cream puff exterior?
Here we are. Well, look who's here. More of my devoted admirers.
Oh, hi, Jody. I've been waiting for you.
Hi.
Hi, Dr. Brown.
Hello, Kelly. It's good to see you again. Gavin, I hope I'm not intruding.
Hi, Doc. What brings you around here?
My sister-in-law.
Let's sit right here. It's the best seat in the house, okay? Now, Gavin, would you be a dear and put the music on for me? Now, I want to use that routine that you and I have been working with.
It's not finished yet. And you know how I feel about performing works in progress.
Come on, it doesn't matter. I'll do it right before my lesson. It'll be like exercising. Relax, got it. Come on, Kenny, let's go.
Huh? Oh.
Over here.
Yeah, sure.
Here now. It looks really good. Let me take my skirt off. Okay, Miles, now remember, I want your honest opinion, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Gavin, get ready. I'm ready, okay.
Susan Lane and her daughter Carrie often fool people.
Mom looks so young, people think we're sisters. Even her hands look young, similar to mine.
Showing fabrics as I do, I want my hands to look good. So I take care of them. And I use a mild dishwashing liquid, too.
She uses Ivory Liquid, and so do I.
Because you're never too young to take care of your hands.
It's never too soon for Ivory Liquid. Feel the softness of Ivory Liquid. It's mild, helps care for hands. It helps hands stay young-looking.
Even the suds feel soft.
Yet nothing gets dishes cleaner than Ivory Liquid.
It cleans really well, but mainly I love the mildness. And I want to keep my hands looking young, like Mom's. I think I've got a real good start with Ivory Liquid.
Get mild Ivory Liquid because young-looking hands are worth holding on to. Could you write a television commercial?
Probably not.
How about for a product you believe in? How about your time?
I try, sure.
Why?
Because I believe in it. Doing a commercial is a new experience, so I got my family to help. Okay, kids, let's go. My son Jeff and nephew DJ are playing in white socks to help show how my Tide cleans muddy soil better than a liquid detergent. There! Perfect ground-in mud. Now my mother-in-law is going to supervise because I'm testing against her favorite liquid.
I've sworn by this detergent for years.
We'll wash DJ's socks in a liquid and Jeff's blue striped socks in Tide.
My liquid didn't do too well.
But look at the Tide socks.
A lot cleaner. Guess you taught your mother-in-law a lesson this time.
I trust Tide. I really do.
Women trust Tide. It's the best detergent on American soil.
If some people had respect for other people's property, my safeguard wouldn't be so small.
Donald used it. He needs lots of deodorant, so protection.
Still hung up on its lather.
Lather protection. I love its fresh, clean scent.
Larry.
Most deodorant soaps don't lather up this switch, even when they're big. Here.
Better a small safeguard than no safeguard.
For the combination of lather and protection, fresh-smelling Safeguard's the smallest soap in the house.
Here you are. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't really know if I'm feeling stronger. I may just be forcing myself more.
Well, when did you see Dr. Stewart last?
About a week ago. Due for more blood tests in a couple of days.
Well, you don't look ill, if that means anything.
Well, I have a confession to make. I am a little bit pale, but I've been wearing lots of blush.
You do it very well.
With all this television experience, when you work for a small local station, you learn to be your own makeup expert.
All right. Oh, Nicole, I know that you can fool the audience, but how about your husband?
Oh, you're right. Husbands are a lot harder to fool, especially when they have medical degrees.
Has he said anything?
This has been driving me crazy. He's been fussing over me so much. He's worried.
And what about you?
I refuse to worry. Oh, look who's here. Mike and Cliff. Should we ask them to join us?
No, I don't think we should. I think they're discussing some business.
Frankly, Mike, I'm worried. Raven's really digging in her heels.
That doesn't surprise me. Thank you.
When I went over to her house to convince her about this postponement, she made it perfectly clear. She's ready to do battle.
And that's just what it promises to be, unfortunately.
Is there any way that we can use this 2-week delay to our advantage?
And what we can do is make sure that all our witnesses are thoroughly prepared. And then, just wait for the bell to ring.
Wait for the bell to ring is an apt description. Boy, when we go in that courtroom, we better be ready to really do battle.
We'll be ready, Cliff. After all, the facts haven't changed.
Well, I could just see Raven when she goes in that courtroom. I bet she'll have a long black dress, and she'll have on a veil that she puts over her head, you know. And then she'll have an onion in her hanky so she can cry on cue, and she'll make subtle references to her dear departed mother. Certainly won't hurt her case any.
Especially since Judge Lewis has the reputation of being a compassionate man.
Raven is much too clever not to use the loss of her mother to her advantage.
But Cliff, her mother's death really isn't germane to the issue of whether she's a fit mother.
I certainly hope that Judge Lewis feels that way. I mean, Raven just lost her mother. He's going to take her baby away, too.
Of course, you realize now that Mother has died, everything has changed.
Yes, I'm sure it has. For one thing, there's no longer any question about Jamie's inheritance, is there? Your mother didn't change her will.
No, she didn't change the will. Jamie does not have to wait till he's 21 to get his money.
And when will he get his little bundle from London?
Well, it's going to take a while. The will has to be probated and all that.
I see. So I think you have rather mixed emotions at present.
No, I don't.
I have only one emotion. I feel awful. I loved my mother.
Oh, yes, of course you did, darling.
I spoke to her solicitor in London, and he's going to take care of everything. Right now, there's only one thing that I'm worried about.
Oh, I didn't know you feared anything, Superwoman.
You know exactly what it is.
Oh, I do? Let me guess. Is it animal, vegetable, mineral? How many guesses do I get?
It's definitely animal. It's you, you beast.
Me? How can I pose any threat to you?
Why don't you just use your brain? Although I know it's rusty from inactivity.
Ah, I see what you mean. You mean that silly letter of yours I have in my possession?
Yes, I want it in my possession.
You do? Oh, well, I think our relationship has been so much better since I have that letter in my safekeeping. I'd be very hard put to let it go.
Everyone has their price.
You can't afford me, darling.
I have an offer to make you.
A 12-year-old bottle of scotch won't do it. Raven.
I have a better offer than that. As a matter of fact, I think it's one of those proverbial offers that you can't refuse.
I am stuck on Band-Aid brand 'cause Band-Aid stuck on me. But they hold on tight in the back of Band-Aid, clean and soapy set.
Only Band-Aid brand adhesive bandages from Johnson & Johnson have our Super Stay-On adhesive. You'll notice the difference because it stays on you better than anything else you can buy.
I am stuck on Band-Aid 'cause Band-Aid stuck on me.
Babies everywhere are sharing their secrets about Johnson's baby powder.
You don't say. Johnson's will keep me cool and dry. Well, then try a little.
Is that right? Johnson's will make me feel silky soft. Let's smell some on.
No kidding. With Johnson's, I'll smell fresh. Let's see that.
Johnson's baby powder from Johnson & Johnson. It'll keep you comfortable. Take it from a baby.
Linda Carter stars as the legendary Amazon princess in Wonder Woman tonight at 6 o'clock. Then later, Cornell Wilde, Gene Wallace, and Brian Ahern star in the classic love story of Lancelot and Guinevere in The Sword of Lancelot. Tonight's movie at 8 o'clock on Channel 48.
The minute I get my first money from London, I will give you $10,000 in cash if you give me that letter right now.
But if you lose the custody trial?
I'm not going to lose. I have everything going for me. I am the kid's mother. The social worker came in here and thinks I'm wonderful. The court is sympathetic to me. Because now I'm grieving for my mother, they're certainly not going to take away my baby.
So you have everything, Raven, except the letter.
You wouldn't want to see me lose this case now, would you, darling?
Of course not, darling.
So, is it a deal?
Let me think about it.
What is there to think about? Why do you need that letter?
I just enjoy possessing it. That's all.
Well, you would enjoy money a lot more.
Listen, we'll talk about this when we see each other, okay?
Look, Elliot, I don't know when we're going to see each other. I mean, I can't very well go to the Unicorn and Disco when I'm in mourning, and I really don't want you around here.
Well, what do you say we have lunch somewhere? Or maybe just a cup of tea?
Cup of tea, huh?
Yes, what do you think? When do you think it can be arranged? Raven, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Look, I don't know when it can be arranged, and I really don't want to talk to you anymore right now. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.
You're trying to tell me that I didn't care for you as a child?
Maybe you did a little bit, till Daddy died.
No. That wasn't true.
Yes, it is. I always felt you blamed me for Daddy's death.
It was the other way around. You hated me after he died. Oh, he adored you so much. Too much. You always felt it. The wrong parent died.
How can you think that? I was only 6 years old. You have no idea how Daddy's death affected me. And I needed you. And you weren't there for me.
Raven, I tried to take his place.
I didn't want you to take his place. I wanted you to take your place. I wanted you to be the mother you never were. And that's why Daddy spent so much time with me, because you were never there. You were always out with your friends or charities.
I'm afraid your memory is faulty of those days. How could you possibly remember that age?
I remember every moment. I remember every lonely moment of the year my daddy died. And I remember how you sent me to that school.
You were 7 years old when I did that.
That's right. I was 7 years old. Old enough to take care of myself in the world, wasn't I?
Oh, for heavens, don't cry about it.
I'm not crying.
Raven, you mustn't think that I didn't love you. When your father died, it was a great loss to me, and I couldn't handle it. Perhaps I did neglect you. I'm sorry, Raven. I really am.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry.
You know, they say we are what we eat. I think it's the same with dogs. They just show it. My bureau is one.
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find. Always on my mind. And frustrated days pass without sight, the edge of night.